Hey guys, good morning. So I hope you are able to hear me. Good morning, everyone. Hi, welcome. So let's start today's session, guys. Welcome back, everyone. So as you can see, guys, so we have a lot of updates on the market. Most importantly, the Iran and the Israel conflict. So it has shaken up the markets, guys. I mean, if you see uh, any crypto coin or any in market asset, anything, if you see anything, so you can see there is a massive amount of volatility around the entire market. Okay, so a quick example of Ethereum. So Ethereum went all the way from 1830 to around 2150 within no time, right? And before that, the market fell, and you can see this is since 24th of February. So once the price rejected from this particular 2150 resistance, the market came back to 1844, all thanks to the huge amount of volatility. From around 1840, we saw another move towards 2050, right? From 2050, you can see the market has again come to 1910. So huge amount of volatility can be seen, can be observed. All right, in the market. Okay, so if you check any other coin, right? So the same is true for Solana, for BTC. Okay, so obviously it is all thanks to what has happened geopolitically, right? So obviously the question here is what is likely to happen next, right? So see, I think I'll try to give you some updates on the war, right? So yesterday, I think the last update was, first of all, the Iran supreme leader has been killed, following which Israel saw a lot of attacks from the end of Iran within their territory, and currently there is ongoing escalation of war. I mean, nowhere down the line do we see a sort of ceasefire or anything. It is all war around the Middle East. and that is something which has to be looked at. So Iran, Israel, and the US backing Israel. So all these things are, of course, creating a lot of bad sentiments for the markets. So of course the markets have not broken down. That's one thing to note. So probably the market makers already had an idea of this conflict ahead of time, because see, if you see, on 4 hours time frame, the market is still maintaining a range, and the way, like, the amount of bearishness there actually has to be, right, is quite big. So the question now is, what is likely to happen next in the next 24 to 48 hours? Okay, so you can see this range of prices. So see, guys, you need to understand one thing, right? Just a second, guys. Yeah. So, guys, again, if the market breaks down from here, so it will be very clear that the war has taken a, you know I would say, war has escalated even more. I think more parties are involved. That is what can likely happen. Okay, that is one. Secondly, if the market starts recovering from here, if BTC closes above 70,000, so that's where at least there will be a scenario which will ensure the crypto markets remain stable. Okay, that is important to know. Okay, so if you see here, on this particular chart, so see, guys, it's very clear now. Technicals will tell you things ahead of time, right? What is likely to happen with Israel or Iran is going to be told by the price action of BTC. If things turn worse, then this chart will break down. If the things turn better, then this chart will obviously start to go up. So, guys, we have an update. We have a small offer running, which is if you trade rupees 1000 at 10x leverage. So, if you take a 10x short on BTC using only 10,000 rupees margin, you get a reward of 500 rupees. So it's a very small trade. So I believe you can go ahead and place this trade on your own and reap the rewards, right? All right. So that is what my analysis tells on the crypto market, right? Now, talking about how volatile or how panicky the global situation is, that is going to be highlighted by the Dow Jones, right? So as you can see, the Dow Jones is still, not so volatile. So if you see this, or maybe you can also have a look at the Dow Jones futures, right? So you can see Dow Jones futures is trading below by 1.5%, right? Nasdaq futures, they are trading. Nasdaq is not yet up. Open. So Nasdaq futures again, it's not so bearish, right? So this is the whole market structure as of now, right? So not a lot of you know not a lot of I'd say multi sentiments here, but there is only one thing: if the war has to escalate, then BTC will probably break down, right? Yeah, of course, equity markets are perform worse when it comes to wars. The reason is crypto has seen itself being used more when there is a war, right? Where traditional financial systems don't work, crypto does, right? So that's why crypto usually goes up in prices once once uh, there is war-like situation, right? So that is important to look at. So, guys, I'd like to ask you, what's your take on the Iran-Israel conflict? I'd like to ask you on this. There is one more thing, that is, let's look at gold. I mean, gold is super bullish these days, all thanks to what's happening, right? Whenever there is a chance of a currency which is going to die, or simply geopolitical crisis, right? The gold prices do go up. So you can see the gold price. See, Pax gold price right now is around $5,400, and it's been bullish. It's been bullish since long time. Okay, so clearly, guys, Pax gold is doing pretty well. It has to, right? That is the whole. I'd say, sort of update around the market, guys. Pretty much. Lots of things are happening. Lots of things are happening here and there. So you have to be pretty careful, because the volatility is likely to be pretty high, okay, these days. So you have to be very, very careful in terms of placing large orders, because anything might happen at any point of time. Okay, anything might just happen at any point of time, all thanks to the current situation. Okay, so we have analyzed two things. One is the market, what is happening. Okay, so the market is currently in a sideways zone. Even after so much of panic, we haven't actually seen that big of a breakdown yet. Okay. And secondly, gold prices going up. All right. But see, guys, I still see things going further. I mean, on the bearish side, all thanks to whatever is happening. So I would go forward with a short position. So let me tell you what the short is. Okay. So the short will be on BTC. 66,300 is the current price, and we're expecting uh, nothing less than 60,000. Okay. And I believe we all know the reason behind this. It is because of the bearishness in around as a sentiment, right? So I'll quickly share you the, you know, just a second, I'll add a signal. So the signal is simple ATH. $66,300 to 66,500. Okay, short, and the target is 659,900, and the stop loss is 68,800. The signal is live. Okay. SUI trade. I think our SUI trade hit the SL. Okay. If it was a long, if it was taken on Friday, then it has most likely hit SL. And see, it is all thanks to the volatility that we currently have. Can't do anything. This whole market scenario has to pass by before we actually have some good setups. Okay. So, guys, that is what the market is currently having. Not a lot to actually see. I mean, uh, you just have to keep an eye on the Iran Israel conflict. Nothing else. Okay. That's all is going to matter. The whole financial market ecosystem is actually just keeping an eye on the same. It's nothing else. Okay. Whatever is likely going to happen will happen first in news and then will impact the markets. Okay. So guys, no worries, this is what we had an update as. Okay, so just be careful guys, do not go heavily long. Markets are still bearish. Okay, and until and unless we have a proper confirmation on the chart, let's just play safe. Okay, so with that said, I'd conclude today's session. Thanks everyone for becoming a part of this. We'll again connect back. So guys, this week we have a basic session as well, which of course we will see what all matters when it comes to crypto terminologies, getting started with futures and everything. I see a lot of people have doubts around the same, so we will take that into consideration, and we'll solve all of them. Okay, thanks guys, thank you so much, and we'll see you again. Goodbye, have a nice day. Thanks.